Good to see you, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for finding the time to take care of ourselves. In a way, it's an investment that very soon after everyone enjoys. So thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, this I'm working with the emotion of frustration and anger lately, and uh, and it's so beautifully timely, and it's really interesting because the emotion of anger and the mental manifestation of it, the thoughts, the frustrating thoughts, how things should be different, or why it's not right, or the analytical thoughts how to fix it, really, that leads into frustration, um, or that are the expression of frustration, the mental expression of frustration. Something really interesting happens to me when I'm in this state is that it seems like it's just bringing more of the same thing that is already kind of stirs me up, in different shapes, different forms, but kind of it's like I'm attracting more and more of that. And then I came across a beautiful reference, that basically say, um, how the breath, when we're angry, how the breath changes. And yeah, right, like it's kind of, we know that the breath becomes maybe shorter, or maybe deeper, or maybe shallower. Like, for sure there is an effect. But what's interesting is like how, just imagine that you're angry now, and try to breathe angrily. What happens? Like sometimes even there is this sound, right, like growling voice, growling sound. and and really it's somewhere in the throat, but it's also the, the nose is coming also from the nose. The noise is coming from the nose, and but it's like it's produced in the airways. And then there is this beautiful, um, breathing technique that it's part of the ABC of the pranayam of the yoga practice, which it's translated into, constricted airways breathing, or ujjayi breath. And it is something like, it would be very hard. Maybe, can you hear that when I breathe like this? It's kind of sounds like a bit of an ocean. And it also reminds the breath of the angry one. And this is what we're going to practice today, not in order to be angry, but in order to find relaxation within one expression of anger. So, for example, when we practice yoga, when we practice many things, we actively, consciously induce something from a different perspective. So, for example, I'm not flexible, let's say. So if I'm stretching my hand now, I induce a stretch, right? I induce a stretch, and if I do it in the proper, consciousness, state of mind, intentions, my comfort zone, I'm outside of my comfort zone because there is a stretch. But if I stay here and breathe a few breaths, I've lengthened. So I've extended the, the range of my muscles. And now I'm feeling much freer all the way from here and here. And the next step would be more. So similarly with our emotions, right? How we build stamina. There is physical stamina, there is mental stamina, resilience, and there is also emotional resilience. How strong can we feel before we unconsciously react or automatically react? So it's the idea is not so much, there is the element of don't get angry, or there is no, more important, or what we work on is to have a conscious ability to decide if I would like to express it and how I would like to express it. And we'll speak more on it about it on Thursday. But for now, for this practice, because it's a shorter practice, we'll just practice it. So again, the breathing that we want to do in it is constricted breathing, airway breathing, and it's like we one way to do it is to really move the chin a bit backward and a little bit down, or perhaps it's like the movement of when we clear the nose, but just gentle and smooth, like we snore. So it's the same with similar muscles, but we control it and make it smooth sound. All right, so let's start. About 20 minutes practice. So finding any comfortable position. You can sit, you can lay. And if you feel comfortable to close your eyes, go ahead and allow your eyes to close. Starting with checking in. Really checking in how you feel right now. Noticing the sensations in the body. Taking this opportunity to really be curious to what is happening in your body right now. How does it feel to be supported? What are the senses, your senses, what are they picking up right now? Sounds, the smells, the taste. Feelings in the body, sense of touch. Where are the palms, feet, the back, the hips? And also notice the mood. Emotions. and also the thoughts. When we notice something, we just notice. We notice the characteristics of it, the texture. And bringing the attention to the breath. Noticing how the body moves, how the flow happens. And bring your attention to the chest, the expanding chest. Or abdomen, ribs, and slowly gently starting to constrict the airways. So now you not only feel the breath in the center of your body, but you can also hear it. It comes in and goes out of the body. And somewhere in the center of your body, perhaps abdomen or solar plexus, center of the chest, I invite you to focus your attention there as you breathe. And imagine a light as you hear the breath and you feel it. Notice this light, notice the texture of it. It's more like a light of steady, or is it flickering? What is the color of it? Yellow, white, orange, or any other color. I invite you to deepen the Ujjayi breath. Perhaps creating a slightly louder sound and intentionally bringing that breath to this inner light. Being very curious with this light. What happens to it as you breathe, as you inhale and as you exhale? Again and again, coming back to this light. What does it represent to you? What is it that you're connecting to right now as you breathe? To this light? the new season comes. Nature around us is coming inward. Bring back the power, the energy, back to the roots. Back to the depths. Natural process to shed the old. While the focus is shifting inward. What is your inward? What is your depth that you are connecting to? Taking a slightly deeper breath in, and in the exhalation, letting go of needing to breathe in any specific way. And just being. Just being, and perhaps if you would like, honestly asking yourself, what is your experience right now? About 20 minutes of breathing, some in constricted airways breathing, some with intentions to find and connect to this inner light. Ask yourself, what are you bringing back from this depth? Slowly, slowly, in your own time and way, gradually starting to transition back. Of course, if you want to stay here, wherever you are, is also totally fine and free to stay longer. You are ready to come back, slowly bringing the awareness of movement, fingers and toes, and opening the eyes. In a moment for gratitude. Inner light, what it represents for you, for your ability to perhaps visit it, perhaps feel it, perhaps connect to it, perhaps draw in from it. Thank you very much. Blessings. This Thursday, I'm going to have a wonderful session that takes this subject and explores it in depth, both through discussions, the references, spiritual references, wonderful, wonderful, wise sages, and also a breathwork session. So it's more of like a workshop. It's 3.5 hours workshop exploring it. And you're very welcome to join if you want. Thank you all. Thank you all. Blessings.